Hola. I want to come with a word of encouragement for y'all. I know the holidays are coming up. I know many people are struggling with facing family, certain family members on holidays. It's a big deal. I know many of you are struggling with the mourning of people that have transitioned, parents and grandparents and significant people in your life that made holiday season joyful. I encourage you to when thinking of gathering with family and during this season that you think of the positives. If there's some of you that are struggling with healing wounds, maybe righting wrongs, feeling disgruntled about things that have gone on amongst family, I ask that you put that to the side and you look at it from the positive side of the perspective, and also look at it from the side of how those that have transitioned would want you to behave. Would your grandmother want you to still connect even though you have differences with people? Would your grandfather want you to connect and put the differences to the side for sake of family for the holiday? Would your mom, would your dad, would your significant family member that you loved and that held the family together, would they want you to put your petty differences to the side? Would they think of them as petty, these differences you have? And would they say, just leave that alone and y'all just come on and let's get together? I ask that you look at it from that perspective. And conjoining with those people, that you don't walk into that environment with that thought, that negative thought on your mind, that you walk into that environment with the thought of the positives, however small they may be. Walk into it with that mindset and let that lead the way. We're at the end of the year, and all these things come to a head at the end of the year. They let us know how far we've come in the year, and they let us know where we are in our relationships. And I ask that because there's no perfect family, friend. There's no perfect family. There's craziness in everybody's family, regardless if we want to admit it or not. We need to just be able to accept our craziness, and you ain't got to stay in it forever. You just deal with it and find the joy of it during that particular time, and then go on back to doing what you're doing. This is the motivation, and this is what I have been leading with in all of my Bible studies and podcasts is doing unto others as you would have them to do unto you, and loving your neighbor as you would love yourself. The first commandment and the mightiest of them is to love God with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul. And then to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if you can do those two things, everything else will fall into place. It'll keep you in alignment. Those two things will keep you in alignment. I ask that when you embark upon this holiday season, whether within your friendships, whether within your relationships of family, that you let those two great commandments lead your way, and you will be all right. You love more than you'll ever know. I'll never stop telling you. Be good to yourselves and be good to one another. Peace and love.